J-Snip followers, did you know that one day Kim Clement's words would come on by? J-Snip followers, did you know that one day he would reread his words to you? He being me, reading Kim Clement's words to you. Or I'll just let this video play. I think this is his daughter, perhaps, reading it. Kim Clement's Two Presidents Prophecy, and more about Iran and Saudi Arabia. Now, as you know, Kim Clement was one hell of an accurate prophet. He called Trump way before Trump was even running. He called a lot of stuff. Supreme Court picks he's going to get. Oh my gosh. Did you know that one day your baby will walk on water? That he had a two presidents prophecy as well? Let's listen to this.
Welcome, House of Destiny. Wasn't that a great time of worship?
Awesome.
I just love that time of worship. It really is necessary. We really need that, especially right now, because there is a warring in the spirit going on, and we definitely know that as well.
Definitely.
Today, I wanted to share with everybody some prophecies.
Yes.
I know everybody's been asking, and we had to actually do a little bit of digging because it was in our database, but we could not find video footage. And this is a prophecy from my dad, Kim Clement,
Yes.
in 2008. So it's April 4th of 2008. And he prophesies about having two presidents, which I think is quite fascinating.
Unbelievable,
So listen to it first, and we'll come back and we'll read through it and talk about it. April 4th, 2008, in Seattle, Washington. And they shall say, but now there is a second president. How can we have two presidents? An unusual thing, isn't it? Said the Spirit of the Lord. Why would it be that one with a double mind would stand up and face the people? No, they shall say, we have two presidents. What do we do now? Fear not, for God said, as I promised before, this is my nation, and I will change things according to the time and season. And I told you now, I will expose and reveal things that have been hidden, so that my nation can move into this next election and to the next phase with victory and honor and glory, says the Lord of hosts.
If I may just add a comment here. An unusual thing, isn't it, says the Spirit of the Lord. Why would it be that one of the presidents, one of the two, right, with a double mind would stand up and face the people? The one with the double mind, standing and facing the people speaking. Mr. Dementia Joe doesn't know whether he's coming or going, where he's at half the time, that he's running for president. My name's Joe Biden. I'm running for the United States Senate. And then the kids, they'd rub my legs down and watch the hair of my legs come back up. I like kids on my lap, and I like... What? Why would it be that one with a double mind would stand up and face the people? Do you see when this was posted? Look down there at the bottom of the screen. Look at my screen. Look at my wallet. Kim Clement's Two Presidents premiered December 17, 2020. You mean before all the craziness of Joe Biden getting inaugurated? Huh. Funny. Very funny. Let's just continue on for a little bit more.
I prophesy America. I prophesy America. You are a light, salt, joy. You are a light, salt, joy. I declare this upon this nation. Great, great prosperity again. Oil prices that shall change rapidly. And when the new source of energy suddenly unfolds, People will say, oh God, how did we miss it? It was so easy. At the right time, and the time is now, says the Spirit of God.
Well, let's analyze this for a second. 2008, the gas prices were incredibly high. Do you remember that, Lindsey Williams? They're going to $150 a barrel. That's what I was told. Lindsey, they're at, whatever it was, 70, 80 bucks. They're going 150 bucks. By June or July, I forget, of that year, 2008, wasn't it? $150 a barrel, $146 a barrel. He's on doing radio shows, Lindsey Williams, saying, by the way, it's going down to $50 a barrel. And by next year, 2009, it'll be $50 a barrel. Great, you're out of your mind, Lindsey. The analysts are saying it's going to 200. I'm telling you what he told me. I watched him say that. I listened to that radio show, I should say. I didn't really watch him because it was a radio show. And then I watched the price go down to $50. And then Saudi Arabia, we're cutting supply. The price is too low. We got to bump the price up, so we're cutting supply. Nope. Went down to 40-something a barrel. Didn't matter. So, great prosperity again. Oil prices that shall change rapidly. And as a matter of fact, I'm curious, what were oil prices on April 4th, 2008? Because they weren't 150 yet. Were they changing rapidly to go higher? And then again changing rapidly to go back lower after that? Either way, the most important thing that I see here right now, and when the new source of energy suddenly unfolds, people will say, oh God, how did we miss it? It was so easy. New energy source, huh? Interesting. We keep hearing that when Donald Trump gets back in power and the new United States, if you will, comes into play, we're going to have the most epic place to live, time to live in, all of it. We've been saying this for a while now. But then Joe Biden got in. Oh my God, it's over. It's not happening. Oh, no. Do you challenge Kim Clement? Do you challenge his words with a track record like he's got? He's dead, by the way. He died right as Trump was getting elected. He died. Got to see Trump for 2 weeks, basically, and then he died. Kim Clement. Boy, would you like to have that guy around here right now. But, like when Hitomi died, Dick Allgaier had basically told me, he may have even said this publicly. Either he said it publicly or he told me. I think he may have been both. But she would be far more powerful on the other side. She had come to him and told him that. I believe that was what he told me. So certain people, she was very powerful. Kim Clement was very powerful. You think he went to go do God's work, if you will, on the other side? As Trump's getting elected, okay, I've got work so that we can have this unbelievable prosperity in America. And there will be 2 presidents. See, the reason we haven't really found this is because it hasn't been posted before. But that's his daughter, Clement's daughter, saying, we found this. Because probably someone said, hey, I remember your dad saying something, but where is it? I can't find it online. They probably went to go look it up. Oh, here it is. We found it. So she's reading what he said. I have not watched any more than this right here. So I'm just going to let this play for you and I for a minute in case there's some other juicy stuff here. And I'll put the link up for you to watch the whole thing because it's 45 minutes long. And I don't want to sit here for 45 minutes watching it with you, be honest with you. But I will put the link up. But let's watch a little bit more.
So it took me a little while to actually share this prophecy with you.
Yeah.
At first, I wasn't sure what to do with it, if he was actually speaking about now or not.
I think he's speaking
but it
about
really,
now.
there's no other time in the past unless there's something coming in the future. And I mean, 2008,
was a long time
that
ago.
was a long time ago. That's 12 years ago now. And, he said, now there is a second president. How can we have 2 presidents?
I mean, that's what's going on.
And that is really what's happening now because you have 2 divided groups of people. You have
a second president, she says on that one. Huh. Gosh, I wonder which one she's talking about. So I just want to throw my mom again one more time. Because this is crazy. There's zero chance Biden is going to come back on scene when this new thing happens here. And again, is it the end of this month? We're told to wait till the very end of the month, the 31st. General Flynn made a comment. He tweeted, done in 30. The post online, 17th letter, done in 30. This thing, that thing. Again, I don't know. I just read things and try to make a little analysis like any news person would do. A real news person, not a fake one. And go from there. Until we see, oh, there's the definitive proof. That's what they meant. Or, yeah, you were spot on with that thought. Oh, yeah, that's what happened. Whatever it is. So, again, I say here today, I watched this. I don't feel any different today than I did when I watched Joe Biden swearing in. Because I do believe the military is in charge. We heard the man from the military, I forget whatever his title was, where he said, peaceful transition of power to the military. He said it on the effing news. I played this on my live stream through JC the other day with Woo Woo Dude. And then before that, when I did the live stream with Dave and JC, we played it again then. Bix was there too. We played it again. And we're sitting there going, why on God's earth would a military man, and not just an average guy, this guy was in charge. Higher level guy. Why would he use those words? Because the greatest military operation the earth has ever seen in all of its history has been and still is taking place. Simon Park said there's a delay. Nobody has a damn insider telling them stuff that's actually legit. Except there's one guy I know. There's one guy I know who was told one little tiny thing. His name's Jason M4. When Melania Trump gets out and addresses the nation and the topic is healing, it's going to be a big deal. It signifies a big deal, essentially, is what he told me. And I wait, oh, it's COVID. It must be COVID. Healing. We got to heal from the virus. No, it's not that. Oh, maybe it's a... No, it's not that. Damn, what is it? What is it? Oh, it's the rioting. It's Antifa. It's not that. She hasn't said it yet either. What the hell is it? Oh, it's right after the Capitol protests and riot, and the Capitol was taken over by protesters. Yeah, okay. Then she comes out with days left as the First Lady and actually does it. And I'm sitting here going, oh my God, my guy told me that nearly a year ago before any of this. Which means either they have effing looking glass technology, they can look into the future, seriously, or everything's planned as a grand design and everyone's playing their parts. And it ends this way to give us all a big story of what happened and how this happened. But a lot of times there were actors acting. And ultimately leads us to the same place. It's one or the other. Either he knew people would be doing what they're doing because they're all part of this plan, or they have effing looking glass, highly advanced technology into the future. And I believe Tory has a website, Looking Glass, or Looking something, with 2 zeros instead of O's. And I thought that's interesting. Nonetheless, I have full faith in these people. So if anyone had a damn insider, it was me. But he told me one thing. And then I said, I was so grateful for the little chats I had with him. I said, me and my peeps, we want to throw you a little bonus. A little crypto bonus. You guys into crypto? Because he'd always say us and we, not I. His team. He said, nope, J-Step can't take it. We don't want it. We're good. We're real good. We got into Bitcoin way long time ago. So you knew about that. Gosh, again, you got some kind of freaking looking glass technology? What the hell's going on here? So I then proceeded to ask him. This will be a freebie. I think I've mentioned this. I know I mentioned it on Patreon. But this will be because I don't know if I've mentioned this yet publicly on YouTube. But it doesn't matter now because you've already heard Woo Woo Dude about his XRP. He's already told you about that. I've already told you about it. Do not you dare sleep on XRP or XLM, by the way. But he replied and said, well, I said, do you have any picks? You know, any if you got into Bitcoin way back then and knew better, you got any picks? You know, any recommendations? He goes, yeah, I got 3. Mainly two. Third one's just kind of a basically throw mud at the wall, see if it sticks. He goes, but the first 2, I can tell you. And I did post this on Patreon. The third one is on Patreon. Just scroll back to the, or if you're in Telegram, just ask out loud. Someone will post it. The third one. But I'll be honest, I still haven't even bought any of those. I'm happy with the second coin. He said Bitcoin and XRP. I'm going to ask you and leave you with this video. Once again, the lawsuit against XRP, the court date or whatever is 2/22, Feb 22nd. Do you think, with the dreams, myself, my wife, Woo Dude, all the stuff that happened with us with XRP and the 2/22, do you think for 1 second that of all the dates in the world for a lawsuit, 2/22 up again was just a coincidence? Does that mean the lawsuit will be thrown out before then, on that date? They'll go to court really quickly, they'll win? I don't know. But when my dude told me Bitcoin and XRP way before Woo Woo Dude, by the way, and Woo Woo Dude's like, I'm not into XRP. It's a banker coin thing. I don't know if I want to bother with that. And he was giving a reading, and Spirit came in, and he said to me, they bitch slapped me, Joe. Spirit just came in today and bitch slapped me during a reading. That was his words. I started laughing. Your bitch slapped you. Yes. They told me to go and shut up and go get some XRP. I go, really? He goes, yeah, so I went ahead and bought X amount. I said, no shit. He goes, yeah. He goes, and to be honest with you, I might buy some more, but I'm not sure yet. Then the next day, his girlfriend was doing something on PayPal, and a very important number had come up for her, totally related to that. It was the 888 number. And she calls him to tell him, I just withdrew some, reading money. She does readings. She's a channeler. And New Hampshire Metaphysical, nhmetaphysical.com, Julianne is her name. And he goes, hold on, how much did you just withdraw? She goes, 888 basically. Holy shit. So he calls me back. Joe, you're not going to believe this. Next day, I think. Joe, you're not going to believe this. What? He tells me the story. He goes, yeah, and I did just go and buy another X amount today. Done. So, or maybe it was the third day, because the first day he told me that, then the second day he had this huge vision in the shower about the bankers, the debit card, all this stuff, and then I think it was Julianne. So all this stuff hit. Then my wife's getting this dream, the 2/22, 2/22, 2 and 2. Joe, you and Dave are there, 2 and 2 again, and there's 2/2. There's 2/2 and 2/2. Again, things dumping. Woo-doo goes up. I gotta hang up on you, Julianne. Spirit's telling me I gotta go right now on Coinbase and buy. So he hangs up, just does a simple buy, no kind of market order, limit order. He does a market order, basically, which is default on the regular app. You can't do anything else. It just says, it's 22 cents. Not 4 decimal point, 4 digits over. Just, it's 22 cents. Okay, buy. Order filled. Your order filled at 22.22. So 4 digits over, 2222 is what he got. Unfreaking believable. You can't even put that in on the Coinbase website or app. He goes, whoa. So again, do you people think Spirit, who's been showing us all kinds of cool stuff, is going to get you and I, forget you and I, we're jabronis, are going to get Woo Woo Dude, a very kind, loving man. When you see his face on this screen, he just brings joy to you. I got emails. Oh, Joe, it was so great seeing Woo Dude. I love that guy. I love when you have him on. I felt so good after that show you guys did. Just got a few of those emails. You think Spirit's going to throw him under the bus? Yeah, dude. Get in at 222 after it dumped. And then it's going to dump even more and then screw you. And I know I'm end of the month we could have crazy turmoil. Joe Biden, this and that. Market might dump. We had a nice pullback, by the way. We sure as hell had a nice pullback. I guess the 21st. Today's the 23rd. But it wasn't a huge dumping, if you will. But we sure as hell had a nice pullback. But again, turmoil, end of the month. Is there going to be arrests? Are we going to see stuff? I don't know. But I have full faith that it's going the way it's supposed to go, and not negatively, positively. And now this old two presidents prophecy from now December 17th shows up from his daughter, Kim Clement's daughter. Oh, by the way, check this out. The guy with two bozo brains, he's going to be the one facing the people. Speaking. What? Come on. Come on, man. Come on, man. In Penny Kelly, I saw look-see. I saw this clear. The capital of the United States is no longer Washington, D.C. It is gone, and it's going towards like the center or somewhere around their part of the country. What? She said, I looked into this. She said, I saw Trump. He says, oh, well, look what I've done to date. You don't think I could do it? Watch this. And he does it. We have Dick Algire's remote viewing. Congress, bent over, sobbing. It's our last day in power. We've lost all power. Oh, my God. Crying in the halls of Congress. Haven't seen that one yet. Be rest assured, it's coming. And probably much sooner than you think. Like, really soon. Oh, but Joe Biden executive orders, yeah. Those are only good for the perimeter around Washington, D.C. right now. Military is in control of the actual republic. That's my take on it. Do I know with absolute certainty? No, I don't. This is conspiracy talk for me. Don't believe anything I tell you. But if you want to believe something, you might want to believe that video I just showed you. And have a good day. Have a good week. Have a good next month, too. End of this month and next month. Because, let me just say this. I'm just thinking of the possibilities of the future. And none of them... I'm getting a little chills as I say this. Like they're just getting started. Like, crank it. Oh, he stopped talking. Chills retract. Like I said, I went out and bought this little four-wheeler the other day. 850 Polaris Sportsman. Let me tell you something. Because I have a 570, a used one that I bought a while back. 2016. That 870, and now they make 1,000 too, by the way. 1,000 cc. That sucker rolls out. You better hang on. But again, I've got my visions, my dreams, spiritual retreat. I want to go to New Mexico, even if I don't end up living there. We have a spot that we go to or do this thing out there somehow. Airbnb, whatever I have to do. Maybe I'm living in Texas. Maybe I'm in Colorado. Hell, maybe I'm in Arizona. I don't know. My home, whatever. But I want to do that a couple times a year. Like they do at the UFO ranch. And I'm going to just tell you something that the channel told me, Julianne, through the channel. And again, a lot of you, if you heard any of the channeling sessions she's done for me, I'm getting chills now. You would, first of all, if you're just absolute skeptic, you don't care, you don't believe it, nothing would convince you anyways. Those of you that do have a bit of an open mind, if you heard some, and maybe I'll put a little thing together, maybe I'll do that, I don't know, and heard some of the shit that she's told me about all kinds of different things, not just New Mexico or whatever. Like, I'm looking at a future that I'm not waiting around on. Yep, it's time to start making moves. Paid off my house. Okay, let me buy a four-wheeler because I want to have a few ATVs, a side-by-side. I want to have some shit to go out in those mountains and take people on an epic journey up there. And I'm not talking about going out there. We're going to go out there and sit on yoga mats on the top of the mountain and do yoga. No, not. Although that might be kind of cool. Not doing that. I just want to take you around to some of these spots up there. The energy in the mountains is incredible. And once you go up there once, you will never ever decide, oh, that was good enough, I'm good. You will think about it, you will remember it, and you'll say, yeah, I'm planning a trip, whether you're with me or not. I'm planning a trip back to those mountains one way or the other. Like, Joe brought me up there the first time. We went up the mountain road. We just stayed on the road all the way up the mountain, down these crazy paths. Some of them were a little bit sketchy. So you're going to need ATV or something like that for the most part. A Jeep could do it too, by the way. Anything else I'm not so sure about, and be prepared to get it scratched up. So, you know, you probably want a side-by-side or something else. And I'm just thinking about all these things. But she told me, you know, some of these people, they connect to ET in different ways, I'll just say. And she said, for me, my method is the ground. I must be standing on that ground. And when I figure out how to do it, ultimately, some interesting things might happen. You may see something in the sky. You may see something nearby. I don't know. But some interesting things might happen. And she says they already know about me. I've been on that mountain. The ones who were there, they know about me. They're watching me. They will be helping me on some of my journeys, doing certain things out in that mountain. And again, that was the last session where I was getting ready to ask something, and as I went, yeah, she answers it. Oh, okay, never mind. I don't have to say anything. She just answered it. And again, it wasn't like something that you would expect her to just say during the channel. Like, it really warranted me to ask a very specific, well, hold on a second, let me ask this. Didn't even have time. Oh, answered. Whoa. Holy shit. That's how you know, when you're sitting there thinking about the question, going, okay, I'm going to ask this, I got to ask this. It's just she, like, takes an effing breath. Because when they channel, it's like, okay, can I just say one thing? Like, you have to cut in. Just literally cut them off. Rudely. Just cut them off. Hey, hold on, sorry. Can I ask something? Oh, yes, go ahead. Like, you just got to do that. So I kind of just cut in. Yeah, and then she's answering it. Oh, my God. Come on, man. Give me a break. And I will tell you this, too. This is cool. So you've been watching that show, possibly, The Secrets of Blind Frog Ranch, or whatever it's called. It's right next to the other ranch, the other UFO weird ranch, Skinwalker Ranch. And they have the whole Skinwalker issue out there, too, at the Blind Frog, because they're like neighbors. I've known this for a while, but I didn't know it until Woo Dude told me that he was on the phone with somebody at that ranch, the Skinwalker Ranch, a couple years back. She was asking him some questions. He was answering them psychically. And then he said, well, the owner's there. The owner's there next to you. Just put him on the phone with me. And he goes, there was silence. Because they're like, how did he know that? The only person who was talking was her. And he goes, oh, hey, I'm Brandon. Blah, blah, blah. They started talking. And he said, Joe, this is like right after I died. He died, came back to life 2 hours later. Woo dude. So it's funny when we talk. He's like, oh, yeah, that was before I died. And it's like, well, if you died, how are you talking to me now? What do you mean before you died? Because he came back to life. But he said, he was telling them some things about that place a little bit. And he goes, yeah, there is all, he's like, what's underneath the ground is incredible. And who's down there is incredible. And what's down there is incredible. He goes, they're kind of taunting me right now. They're saying, hey, come on, we know you. Come down here, come play. Come over here and play. Come play. So it's like, they're kind of taunting me right now. But I don't know if he felt like it was negative. He just thought, and Julianne's like, no, you can't go. You just had a freaking heart attack. Like, you're dead. Had a heart attack, you died. Like, now's probably not the best time to go do anything that could potentially get your heart rate up. Or, like, you need to chill. So he's like, yeah, all right, you're right. And he just chilled. And it's like, yeah. But he's like, I'm pretty sure I have kind of an open invitation to entertain that possibility of going there. And because they were essentially asking if you wanted to come and do his thing out there. So he goes, now that that's been a couple years, I'm in much better health. He goes, I might not be opposed to going there with you. And I was about to say, yeah, you better stay with me. Because you can't not leave me behind on something like that. You kidding me? And he goes, and that place you go to in New Mexico, I think we might have some interesting things happen there too. We'll have to go there too. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, well, I got the RV now. We could take the RV, go over there, and spend a week or two, whatever. Like, then go somewhere else. Like, man, I could have some serious fun. Do some serious video, recording and put out some cool stuff, man. But I have all these thoughts and I can just see them happening. Nowhere in my mind is this not happening. Unless Biden's really taken over and we're screwed. Not to say that I could still go do that stuff. But this beautiful vision of the future I have doesn't exist under that scenario. So that's why I'm like, my body's just like, no, my body feels like it already knows the answer. Which is why I don't feel distraught. I don't feel upset. Joe, you know what's going to happen. You've seen the future. This is what's going to happen. So why get upset now when you see... That's how my body feels. Now my mind is telling me no. But my body is telling me yes. So, again, I want to get situated to where, whether I'm living in New Mexico or not, is irrelevant. It's how far of a drive is it now? I'm in Texas, I'm in Colorado, I'm in wherever, Arizona, who knows. Drive down there, spend a month or two, do some spiritual retreat stuff with people. Again, have Fred the Indian come in. Fred, can you come and do I'll pay him, of course. Fred, pay you to come over and do the session you did when I first met you that day in that guy's backyard. I'd like to hire you in the future. Anytime I do this, would you spend one of the days? It'll be like the Fred day or whatever, and so you're more than welcome to stick around, because there'll probably be a lot of people after the fact that may want a personal chat with you. Maybe you can, donation, whatever, charge a fee. Obviously, why not? Your time's valuable. I've sent him money a few times now, actually, to help him and some of his family. Just recently, they needed some help with a heater and some goods, and he sent me a picture of the heater and goods they bought, and in like an adobe structure, like Indian structure. I'm not talking like a house. And I know the monies that I sent him is put to good use, and I don't ask these days, like, hey, you guys want to chip in? I know a bunch of you would want to no matter what. But, again, I'm in a position in my life. House is paid off now. Patreon's real nice. It's been taken care of over there. Like Voodoo told me, it's going to happen. It's going to double. Then this is going to happen. It is right on track with what he said. I can't believe it. Cannot believe it. I'm just very honored and thankful for that. For all you Patreon members. So I have some extra money to, let me help him. I gotta help that. I got it. You know what I mean? And I say that knowing some people will still say, Joe, we don't care. We want to help anyways. I just want to love to give that guy a couple bucks. Like, this guy's awesome. Don't worry about it. It's all good. And maybe next time I'll do it or something. I'll just ask. But it doesn't need to happen. But I got like ideas of him coming, or, hey, what would we do? Julian, you want to come? Julian, you want to do a freaking channeling right in front of people live in the audience? Yeah. Hey, what would do? Do you want to do a mirror scrying? Yeah. Shit, man. This is going to be badass in the future. And Joe Biden's not going to be there. This is not in Joe Biden's world. And, hey, guys, let's go up on the mountain. We're going to do something special on the mountain today. Oh, okay. No, I'm not taking to my treasure site. Sorry about that. But there's so many stories. Listen, there's so many stories in that mountain. There's plenty that I'm going to be able to tell you. And, oh, by the way, that one, supposedly, no one knows if that one's been found. Or, shit, you want to come back on your own time and go mess around on that some of the parts of the mountain? Feel free. But my particular sites, I got to keep those quiet and work with my guys. And especially the one, again, there's way more to this than just, you're going to find some old Spanish loot. Oh, no. That channel told me, Joe, the one of the first sessions, the reason you came to that mountain was what? You were looking for the treasure, right? Yeah. If that didn't exist, would you have ever come to the mountain? No. That's how we got you there. So I'm like, so I was like kind of tricked. Yes, but no. There is treasure there. But that's what got you here in the first place. The real treasure is what you gain out of this. You yourself gain spiritually. And what else you might wander upon and find messing around in those mountains. Really cool. Okay. So that's why you got me there. Gotcha. But the treasure, the main treasure, is what you gain spiritually from this place. And I'm like, okay, I understand. And again, I had an encounter on that mountain of a spiritual being, nature. My wife was right next to me. There was nobody else there with us. And we look over at each other knowing exactly what we just heard, what it was. And then we heard it again, and then again. And then we got scared and ran out of there. And you can't really run out of there. It's too steep, it's too dangerous. So we're like tripping and like sliding, and I'm scared to death this thing's chasing us. And one of the only times I didn't have my gun on me, come to think of it, which was strange. It was in the vehicle, but I didn't bring it. So I found out later what it was. Matter of fact, I found out the next day, that night and the next day, because I got a dream. And I asked 2 Indian people what they thought about it. They told me the same thing each other said. And then I asked that crystal that one of them owns, because it gives me dreams when I would ask it a question. And I asked for clarity on that. And it gave me the clarity. You had nothing to be scared of. This was a very honorable thing. Lucky to have happen to anybody. And that's when I went back home. I'm back here for a few weeks, thinking about what happened on that damn mountain. And I'm like, I felt like I ruined it, like, damn it, because I got scared and we ran off. And then I asked, could you present yourself to me here at my house? Or just know that when I go back to New Mexico, maybe you can't do it here, if you can even hear me talking right now, I would love to have it happen again out there, whatever. 2 or 3 days later, it's in my house, making itself present to me for just a few seconds, and then it was gone. Very calm, very peaceful, letting it be known, I heard you, and I'm going to let you know I'm here, just to satisfy that thought of yours or whatever. And Evelyn was right next to me again. She goes, I got to go to the bathroom real quick. So she walks into the bathroom right out here where I'm sitting, next door over. I'm in the closet. And she's like, hey, were you talking to me? I go, no. I'm not going to say what else, but I said something out loud. And she missed it. She missed the second opportunity by a split second going to the bathroom. But it doesn't matter. She got the first one. It was incredible. We both never forgot about that. I'll never, ever forget about the rest of my life. And I would just like to say, although I don't know if this is going to happen, because I've asked since then, and it hasn't done it again. Even when I'm alone and I try to ask, it didn't do it again. So I'm like, this thing must not just call on my beck and call, come on my beck and call. So maybe I can't do it. But what I was going to go with this is maybe one of these days when I'm out in that mountain and I'm taking people on a trip up there, it doesn't matter where, maybe we sit in a little meditation circle or something, and I just ask, because I'll tell you the story for sure before we even go out there. Can you please present yourself to these people in me, now? Would you, and ask it to do that. And, who knows, maybe at some point I'll be higher than jabroni status spiritually, and I'll be able to just call it and it just comes. That alone would be incredible. I'm just thinking, no, I won't say anything else. So, I don't know. I've got that idea. I've got all these ideas, but I have to get out there. Those mountains call me all the time. The energy is incredible. And, again, once you go up, you'll never, ever decide, I don't want to go up there again. When you see the views and the smells and the energy, and you're just sitting there taking it all in, it's just awe-inspiring. It's just incredible. So, anyways, hopefully you guys have calmed down a lot over the last couple of days. Now that he's inaugurated, we now got an old Kim Clement audio from his daughter now, reading what he said in 2008. There's going to be 2 presidents, and the one Bozo's the one facing the crowd talking. Isn't that amazing? 2 presidents, huh? So, my crypto bet, I may lose come February, because if it's not officially announced, yeah, there are two presidents actually. If it's not officially announced, then what? How are they going to pay out? Even if it is officially announced, and oh my God, there's actually two presidents. The company could say, well, you can't have both. We said it'd either be Joe Biden or President Trump. And basically President Trump had to be the president on that day, not Biden. So if they're both president, well, the whole contract's null and void. You know, I have no idea what the hell's going to happen. But it was worth a shot anyways, just in case. Because if, you know, by chance Biden's arrested real quick and they show that, okay, well now he's gone. That has to ask the question, who's in charge? And then maybe we get the answer, oh, well, Trump's in charge of the new republic, which is still the United States of America. Therefore, maybe we would win. Whether I win or not on this bet is absolutely irrelevant. It was a fun little thing to do. If I win, it'll be huge. If I don't win, it was a small amount to just dump at it and take a shot anyways. So, on that note, keep your heads up, keep your chins up. And when that day comes, I'm out there in New Mexico. All right, guys, Spiritual Retreat Center website, it's back up, it's ready. Reserve your reservations. I've got a little agendas. Fred said he can come on this day. The Boo Dude's coming on that day. Whatever it is. Dave, he's going to teach you his real estate stuff that he does. Whatever. So, you know, JC, sorry about his luck. He's stuck in Canada. JC, I'm about to black out his face on the website. He's MIA for a while in Canada. So, at any rate, just take it easy. Let's see how these next several days play out. And again, even if there's no big thing, we still have to watch and just wait a little bit. Again, Cliff High's data, 28th, 29th, big emotional peak, something huge. Big, he thinks. Bigger than the 20th? Yep. Bigger than the inauguration? Yep. Okay. Clearly something big is going to happen. Who knows what? And by the way, what if it's a freaking terror attack nonsense crap? Could be that. That's still a big event. Love to see something else like, oh, we just learned that Joe Biden is not president anymore and he's been arrested and we have this new capital going to, where John Teeter said, oh, it's going to go to Nebraska. Omaha, Nebraska is new capital. Like, could you imagine that, if that happens, by the way? Omaha, Nebraska becomes the new capital. I'm going to go back and have to reread you the John Teeter stuff. But, anyways, how long we've been talking? 42 minutes? Long time. I hate watching long videos myself. I'm out of here.